You know, everybody's mad at Henry Gracie because he is setting a precedent for the guy who got his neck broken. Why are you fighting for someone who got their neck broken? I mean, who is Henry? Larry H. Parker? You know, like, anyway, 2.1 million, 46 million. So the thing is are white belts going to now sue every instructor for every little thing? Oh, you were doing a leg lock on me and my knee popped. Now I want to sue you. Like, that's what people are worried about. And nobody wants to get sued. I'm in that position where, you know, one of you guys could sue me if I did something crazy, right? But that's key phrase. Did something crazy. Did I do something crazy? Have I done that? You know? And I don't think so. Look, this is, are you warm?
Mm-hmm. Don't worry.
Oh no, here it is. I'm gonna incriminate myself. Okay, so if I have a seatbelt, okay, and just turn this way, and I put my shoulder, and then I jump forward, I'm turning, my shoulder's pushing the head, and I pull her over, and I get her back. That's one version of it. Sometimes we just go to the side. Sometimes just a little short one. I just pull her over to the side like that. What Leo Vieira was famous for, well, let me say this. This is an old move. In the gi, you'll grab onto both lapels, right here. You grab onto both lapels, and this is like a rope going around their neck. And if you have both lapels up like this, you can hold on and then just jump forward real slow. I'm not gonna rip your, stay right there. No, stay right there, stay right there, stay right there. Go back, go back, go back, go back. I'm not gonna rip her sweatshirt, but when the body comes this way, there's a massive, you see my core, there's a massive pull, and then my shoulder goes in the back of her neck, and that pulls her. And then as she's coming, your legs open and your hooks go in. Okay, so your legs go whoop, and the hooks go in. So that's that version. And then no-gi, we simply just, since we don't have the two lapels, we just lock. Okay, so you go back over to the turtle. Okay, be a little tight. Okay, so now when I'm here, I can put the hooks in. So that move is generally safe if done properly, and he didn't do it properly. You know, it's just, that's why I'm on the side of saying it was negligent. Can you run over and close that door? So, anyway, the position wasn't this over under where there's a shoulder in the back of the neck. The scramble started with the arm trapped, okay? And then with this arm trapped, you see how her head is up? So the head's not up because there's obvious pressure from the backside. People do what's called a turtle, right? They want to turtle up. So they want to do this, but the arm is pulled back. This arm, just relax, is like this. So now when you look, think about it. Let's say she was afraid of my hand going around her neck. So she put her head down a little bit. It doesn't matter. Once I put weight, you see that, Maria? Mm-hmm. Like, how much can you resist that? Okay. Like, lift your head up. You see that? Now I just put a little bit of pressure, and now her head's in the mat. Now, I was saying this before. If the head is square, you're still gonna get a neck injury. You're gonna get a neck injury because this hand cannot brace to relieve pressure to get your neck out of there, your head out of there, let alone what actually happened. The head was slightly tilted to the right, which you can tell by how the head popped out of there like out of a popcorn machine. So, you know, it was like this. and the guy jumped from here, not to the side, but forward and to the side. And that's why her neck is like this, and then her body went that way, and the head got caught. So if you were looking to the right, you know, I would be okay. Even though I still, like, it's just not the proper position. I think that the black belt just felt like, I can do anything, I'm a black belt. I can make stuff happen. And, you know, if it would have been like this, he could have pulled her over or pulled him over, you know, but, that was terrible. You know, so.
Got a neck bridge.
Huh?
Got a neck bridge.
Yeah, so, you know, people are talking about that. You know, we do it. You know, I know not a lot of schools do it. They're always like, oh, the neck. You know, guys, look, when you're here, you should be building your neck. You know, you should be doing your exercises. You know, I don't have the best neck. My neck's a little worn out, but, you know, I'm still strong enough to do this type of stuff. And you should. You really should, just to protect yourself. If my hands are on the mat in the turtle and if my head's caught and I'm about to go over, just your elbow or your hand can relieve some pressure to get your head out of there at the last moment. The other thing is the instructor what he should have done is not do the move in the first place. Second, in the middle of the move, he should have calculated that this is not going right. He probably it could have just been a little tweak of the neck. It could have been a neck tweak by him just letting go in the middle of the move, you know? And it showed at the end of the video, the way he kind of like reached with his arm, like, oh my God, I just hurt this dude. He knew what happened in that moment. Now, I can't explain, I'm sure he can't even explain why he didn't make a decision a half a second earlier. You know, they could have saved that guy. And the other thing is that people are saying right now, oh, this guy's, he's getting better. He's hiking and climbing rocks. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a video, a little mini documentary on him. And I'm like, yeah, but the guy is walking with poles, like you know, like trek poles, whatever they're called. And his movement will never be the same. And the guy was like 23 years old. So of course he wants to have a life back. So he's probably done tons of surgeries and rehab to get back to where he is. Now, again, just last night, I'm like typing away, not like a huge novel, but just a few words, because there's too many jiu-jitsu guys out there, black belts included, or just blue belts on up. They're like, Henry Gracie, evil, bad guy, because he's, I guess, like, again, I want to just say they're just hating because the guy's wealthy. That's not a good reason. Now, some people are like, well, he sells blue belts online. Now, look, I'm not commenting on that. I came in earlier and I was telling you guys, I go, look, dude, if I saw a dude at our street corner down the way, we have ducks at the Bridgeport, you know, intersection, and there's a duck crossing right there. If I saw a guy, a murderer, get out of his car and save a duck, put it on the grass, you know, or back in the pond, I would just say, wow, that's a really nice thing he did. And then everybody runs around me and goes, what's wrong with you? How can you be siding with a murderer, a baby killer? And I'm like, I didn't say that. I said that guy was right to pick up the duck and put it over there. You know, unless you guys are on the other side where you hate the ducks at Bridgeport Marketplace. Some people hate the ducks and they just run them over. Anyway, I'm not siding with Henner on selling blue belts online or whatever he does. I don't know anything about that. I know that he makes a lot of money, but I don't hate him because he's making a lot of money or he got paid. Heard he got paid like a whole lot, like close to 100 grand or maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But that's not what it's about. What I'm looking at is the video, and that was negligent. And that's all I'm saying. But is it gonna set a precedent I don't think so. Instructors, you guys just need to not like do anything crazy, stupid stuff. We need to make sure we talk about this. Be safe. Eddie, if we're doing, how many times we talk about this? If you sit on your bottom and we get a heel hook, you know, and I'm here, I don't blow right through his leg. Guys, we can do heel hooks. Yeah. I just go right here. I hold it, but you know what? Sometimes if you guys are rolling and you feel this guy going crazy, and instead of rolling away, he goes that way, I relieve the pressure. I can do that. Guess what? I'm in control. Yeah. If you try to go, you see how I just took care of you? Yeah. I could literally go that way. I could literally be putting pressure on the heel hook and go back the other way. I can do that. Now a white belt can't do that. That's why, when I say white belt, I just mean a guy who hasn't been trained properly yet. But if that occurred, we need to learn, we need to be taught heel hooks and how to do them. If I go for your back and I get a neck crank, you know, and I lock down your body and I don't rip at it, I just go slow. And it's okay, your neck's okay.
Yeah, it's safe.
But nobody should be going so fast that you're hurting each other. Nobody should be doing that. We're not doing that, guys. This is training. It's not a tournament. Some people would even argue that in a tournament you shouldn't be doing that stuff. But you know what? In a tournament, it's tournament. Stuff happens. You're going, you know, some guys are going kind of hard in tournaments. I get that. But we're talking about training right now. There is no way you're doing anything. You don't pick somebody up and slam them into the floor. It just isn't done. I don't care if you love catch wrestling and you're like, bro, John Cena did it like this. It doesn't matter about how John Cena did it. Go to all fours. I was talking about, dude, Cass, you guys know. Cass, a white belt, his arms are like this. No, not Cass, but yeah, just do that. Do that. Dude, this is Alex, our kid, a high school kid. And Cass had him like this, and he went threw his leg up and then sat on Alex's arm and went like, because he wanted to flip over Alex. Like, that's an example. That's an example of doing a move completely improperly. You would not do that. If you had a single leg, and I was like this, and you dropped to a knee, and I'm here. Imagine if we're in this position, I'm trying to drive into you, have a whizzer or whatever, and your leg is kind of straight. Imagine I'm reaching for this, and I just threw my leg and I sat on your knee. Like, why would I do that movement, right? Without any other reason but to injure. These things are there all the time. Jumping guard, Kani Basami, scissor takedown. They're there all the time where guys could do these weird moves that result in just catastrophic injury. And guys, we're not doing that. We're not doing that in training. If you talk to each other, can I get, here, you stand up and go ahead, Carlos. You're with Eddie. And then I say, hey guys, I want you guys to learn the scissor takedown. You do a Kani Basami on him. He now knows what Kani Basami is. You know what Kani Basami is? Scissor takedown. He goes, I don't know what it is. So let's go slow. Let's show him what Kani Basami is. So say you're here. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I like that. Pulse your hand real slow. Get in there. Now show him. Okay, that was as soft as can be. Now get back up. So you now know what scissor takedown is. Okay? Yeah. Now you're not going to spar. You're going to practice it. See, we can practice like advanced crazy moves. We can practice them. One more. We can practice. But you notice Carlos isn't changing his angle. If Carlos was sparring, I would say off limits. Okay? Because we're in training. This is not a tournament. You want to try it once? No? I'm going to make you. Here, put your right leg across his body. Grab him. Put your right leg across his body in the front instead of the back. No. pull your leg to the front side, okay? Put your hand down, put your right leg across the body, and then, no, in front. It could be there too, that's okay, I know it's hard for you. Let's put our left leg behind his leg. Stand up a little bit, Eddie, good. And you're gonna put that behind, you're gonna trip him backward. Just falling backward. You see that? That's basically it. Now that was your first Connie Basami of your life. Completely safe because we went slow. This is how you practice moves, guys. Okay?
It's not a good move for me.
It's not a good move for you?
He's not feeling it.
Then don't do it. If it's not a good move for you, then don't do it. Well, guess what? This is not a good move for anyone. This is not a good move for anyone. Push his head in the mat and then jump. You feel all that weight? There's no way anything else could have happened. People talk about, oh, the guy had 3 years experience, he's a wrestler. I don't care if you're a wrestler. I don't care if you're freaking Superman. Your head's like this. That's all it takes. And how do you, look, if you tried to put your head like that, and I pushed your head like this, you see how I just got that reaction?
Yeah.
See, look the other, yeah, you look like that. Now look. See how I did that?
Yeah.
Now imagine I jump.
Damn, bro, that'd be messed.
You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Coach, could you make that work not that way, but going, like, trapping the arm? You take his post way, right?
Yeah.
Instead of going this way, you go back and hook his leg, like this.
And take him backward?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if a guy's leaning forward, I mean, I'll be able to take him backward.
He jumped.
So if his head's
saying
down,
push and
if his head's down, like stay forward.
yeah, gotcha.
Like I can't like pull him. You know, sometimes you could like kind of force something like this, but
far away.
that would be the argument. See, the reason why people like this move is why? Because people turtle. If people turtle and they curl into a ball, they want to do a forward roll. That's the idea, right?
Yeah.
But you still need some things to force them to do the roll. In freestyle wrestling, you go flat.
Belly.
Yeah, we have a move called a bulldog. Okay, there's variations of grips, but we grip kind of like a gift wrap. We walk up here and then we back arch and we score. That was 2 points. He goes back flat and then you do it again. Well, a lot of times in freestyle, our guy will base up and put his head down. Yeah. And then when he puts his head down, I just look to my left and I roll him and I scored 2 points again. If he tries to turn into me, notice I've got the gift wrap or the bulldog and I can just take him away again. See, these moves exist in freestyle wrestling, Jiu Jitsu. We do them. And routinely, nobody gets injured. But you need to be able to do them properly. And again, I never do anything that can seriously hurt my partner. Now, none of us are like perfect. We're gonna make some mistakes. But it's very important that those mistakes are small. I said, if I'm carving, I'm doing my barbecue work and I'm carving and stuff, and you're standing right here, a mistake would be like a slip. Usually it's gonna be cutting my own finger.
No,
But just imagine you were there and I made a mistake and I kind of went, hey, and you were right there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This should be something a Band-Aid could fix. But if I slip and cut your arm off and break your neck,
it's like, what?
that's like, what are you doing? Like, it was way too much of a mistake. Big mistakes matter. We can't do that. We have to do better. We have to have more safe training. John's talking about it all the time. I'm doing safety meetings almost every day, guys. I'm doing it all the time. Guys, be careful, because stuff like this can happen. Just got a call from Justin, one of the students. Justin says, yesterday at the open mat, I think I tweaked my knee a little bit. A little tweak of the knee is gonna happen every now and then, and hopefully he's fine, but he messaged me, so he obviously woke up with a sore knee. Yeah. But think about this, guys. A tweak of the knee, you have a little tear. That causes another bigger tear later on. Eventually, you don't have a knee, you gotta get surgery, changes your life. These little things can snowball. So try your best. But we can't wrap ourselves in bubble wrap. We still have to spar, we still have to do stuff. But I'm just saying, take more care when you guys are out there. The level in training should be less. It should be lower. Everybody needs to be aware. You don't take a beginner who knows nothing and then just start doing crazy moves to him, okay? You also don't go, oh, he's experienced, therefore I can do crazy moves to him. That also doesn't work. That leads to injuries as well, okay? Anyway, Henner did Henner commented on my video and he was like, yup. And I was kind of like, that's cool. And then he did a video a little bit later and he explained it perfectly. So if you guys want to watch Henner's video, Henner like they've got the court video with the colors, everything. Maybe I'll put that in the description box. Obviously everybody's watching that one way more than this, but you know, it's just important we do better. All right, guys. I feel bad for the instructor as well. The instructor screwed up, but he's probably a nice guy. He's probably a great dude. He just made a mistake. And that's it. All right, guys, let's get some training. Ready? All right, guys. That's all I got for you. I had my little rant on my live video the other day. I think I'm gonna put this to bed now because I think I've said everything I need to say. In no way, shape, or form am I saying that I want instructors to get sued now. No, but we have to do better as instructors. We have to be safe. We have to make sure that we're taking care of our students. We have to be aware of the physics of these positions. The physics of these positions, and when I say these positions, there's so many. We have to understand what could possibly happen. To me, that is what a black belt is. You understand the physics of all of these positions. Even moves you don't understand, you at least are aware of the physics, the potential. When you know that, you will protect everyone a lot better. Let's be kind to each other at practice. Let's work. We can scrap, but we gotta scrap with moves that we're all aware of. Doesn't mean we don't train until 6 months. You know, I'm not siding with Gracie University on that or anything. Calm down. And Henner could be a baby eater. He might eat babies, for all I know. In the middle of the night, wakes up and eats babies. He was right on this. He was right on this. He might have been, I heard he used the word spike, and that's what people are having a problem with. He spiked the guy's neck in the mat. Okay, for lack of a better word, he pushed the guy's neck in a weird angle and jumped, and it broke the dude's neck. How about that? Wasn't good. Wasn't kosher. Can't do that, guys. Be better. Henner was right. I don't care how much money he makes. I don't care how much money he made on the trial. He was right on that. All right. Thank you guys so much. Like, share, subscribe. Comment down below. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. Love you guys. See you guys next time with more great stuff.